What's up, everybody? Back again. This time, not for a quick reaction, but my first long episode. I guess you could say episode one. And this is my top 25 of the year and my bottom 25 of 2025. I did not see every movie, so I do want to disclose that first. So if there's any movies I missed that you guys think are better or worse, put them down in the comment section down below. Otherwise, comment down below your top 10 or your bottom 10 of 2025. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are or any movie recommendations that you guys think I should watch. Either if it's good or bad, I'll definitely try to see if I can make some time and check it out. Um, I'm hoping to see more movies this year and make more content, more shorts, more longer videos, episodic, I guess you can say, videos, um, spoiler talk videos, things like that. So, tune in, stay subscribed in my 2026, and let's see how this turns out. It'd be great. I'm gonna keep doing this. I enjoy it. I don't have a lot of subscribers right now, but like I said, I definitely enjoy doing this. So thank you guys for the ones who did subscribe and keep watching my videos. I appreciate it. So let's get going here. My top, I guess I'm gonna start with my bottom 10, and then I'm gonna go through each one and kind of say why it's in that place, like why number 10 is number 10, why number 9 is number 9, things like that. So, stick with it. Like I said, let me know where your guys' thoughts are. Include your top 10 down below. I appreciate your guys' support. Okay. All right, let's get going here. Number 10 uh, is Minecraft. This is with Jack Black and Jason Momoa, and this movie isn't terrible. It actually has some pretty good amount of funny parts into it. That's why it's number 10, because I don't think it's the worst movie, but I honestly think I'm not the demographic for this movie either. So, I think this is definitely more for the younger audience, and like the kids, the smaller kids. But it's still decent. I'm sure they're gonna make a sequel because they made a crap ton of money. But it was still decent. Jason Momoa was probably my favorite part in Minecraft. He had a lot of funny parts. So if he's in the sequel again, maybe I'll check it out again. Hopefully this one will be better. But we'll see. We'll see. Number 9 is a movie that I thought was going to be the turning point of this franchise. Um, the way they were marketing it, I was really thinking or expecting spy thriller, kind of like James Bond, Jason Bourne kind of thing. Um, and it was really marketed that way, and I thought it looked great, with all the commercials and trailers. But it was disappointing, and that's number 9, Captain America: Brave New World. Now, first of all, I just want to say Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, aka Captain America. Um, I think he does a good job. I want to see more of him in this role. I think he could do a really good job as Captain America. I know a lot of people miss Steve Rogers, and I miss him too. But it's time for the new Captain America to step in, and I think he does a good job. I just want to see more of him. This was only disappointing because it felt like it wasn't really his movie. It felt like more like an Incredible Hulk movie because it has the leader and Red Hulk in it, and they're barely in it. It feels like, and they're kind of just like, it's just like, hey, here's these characters. Do you remember this happening in Incredible Hulk kind of thing? And it was just like, you're just waiting for the Hulk to come back and be in this, and he never shows up, and it's just Captain America, and you're just like, okay, so how's he gonna fight the Red Hulk? And you watch it, and you're just like, okay, you know, I'm over it. But that's my number 9. Number 8 is Conjuring Last Rites, and this was another disappointment. Um, I was hoping he's gonna kind of go back to like parts 1 and 2, but this is kind of more along the lines with like part 3, but better, which isn't that high of a bar to be better than part 3. I think part 3 was the worst one, but this one, Last Rites, it had a few jump scares, not a lot. The actors who play Ed and Lorraine still do an amazing job. However, I think this is their last one because there's talks of making prequels. So obviously they're not going to play them to be the younger versions. But it was an okay. Like I said, it was disappointing. The ending, the ending kind of like took me out of it too because that's when they show people from part 1, 2, and 3, and they're just like, here's this person. Do you remember this person? Do you remember this person? Like it's just kind of like, all right, you're overdoing it. We don't need to see everybody from all these past movies. Like we're just here for this scene. Like let's get on with it. Let's wrap it up. But yeah, that's my number 8. Number 7 is Jujutsu Kaisen. This one was a disappointment too because I was expecting it to be more of the newer stuff, and this very much felt like just like a recap of the last season and a little bit of the new stuff. And this was mostly recap, so like maybe more than half of the movie was a recap, and then you start getting into the new stuff. And the animation's still great, the fighting scenes are still awesome and fun, but it's just I was expecting more. So that's why it's number 7. Number 6 went straight to streaming. I believe it went to straight to Prime, and that's Love Hurts. This is very much like Nobody or Nobody 2. So action comedy, except the comedy wasn't really there. The action was okay. Um, so not much to say about this movie, but it, I mean, I guess there's a reason why I went to straight to streaming. But yeah, so okay movie. Um, wouldn't really probably wouldn't check it out again, but anyway, back to my list here. That was my number 6. Number 5 was another one that I was looking at that I was hoping was gonna be good because it stars two major stars or actors, which is Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali. And I really like both of those actors. And if you haven't guessed it already, it's Jurassic World. But what this film was missing was more dinosaurs, to be honest. Um, I was expecting more dinosaur action, more thrilling parts with dinosaurs on the hunt, and it was just kind of like not as adventurous, not as fun as the other Jurassic Park movies or Jurassic World. It just it just wasn't all that fun. It's probably the least fun one out of all of them, which is kind of disappointing again because I really do like Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali. But again, disappointing. Um, Kind of a boring film. But I know some people who liked it, and it just wasn't for me. But that was my number 5. Number 4, and I'm sorry, you guys, I keep looking down. I'm looking at my notes here. But number 4 is another one, man, kind of another disappointment because the CGI looked great, the music was great, and the story sounded great, but it was 2 out of 3. So music was great and CGI was great. Story was terrible, which is Tron Ares, and this stars Jared Leto. And I'm not a huge fan of Jared Leto, but he does some okay stuff, and there's some stuff that uh, he acts pretty well in. This one was not one of those, um, and it was just boring too. Like not a good follow up. I mean, I think Tron Legacy was a better one than Tron Ares, but this could have been so much better because the concept of the story is is amazing. I just think they didn't execute it well enough, which is the bad part. Obviously, you want to execute it, and it didn't do it. But you get the music there, which is awesome. The soundtrack from Nine Inch Nails, and you got the CGI, which the CGI looked amazing, but it just lacked in story, and it lacked in like getting people to watch. It just wasn't all that great. So that was my number 4. Number 3, that this number 3 was a tough watch. Which was Snow White, and it's nothing to do with the whole politics and all that. that when it came out, it kind of went under that uh, whole heat. It was catching a lot of heat, I guess you can say, because it's the politics that got involved here. But overall, as a film, it was just bad. Probably the worst Disney live action film. Um, the singing from Gal Gadot was the toughest part to get through. Every time she was about to start a singing song or whatever you want to say, it's just I kind of dreaded it, and I was just like, man, I was like, can we just get through this really quick? And I'm surprised they gave her that much singing time because it was rough. It was a tough listen, unfortunately. Maybe if she had some more singing lessons, maybe it could have been better, but it was a tough listen. Um, so that was my number three. Number two was very much cameo filled nonsense, over the top, So that's Happy Gilmore too, um, which I was hoping it was going to be good because Happy Gilmore is one of my favorite Adam Sandler films, along with Billy Madison. And Happy Gilmore 2, I should say, was just all cameos. That's all it was. Like the story was more of a just like it took the backseat, and the driver of this movie was cameos. So it was just that, and it wasn't that good. It wasn't funny, and which is disappointing because I do like Adam Sandler. I like a lot of his films because they are actually pretty funny. Um, but yeah, I mean, this one was just one of the more disappointing ones because I was expecting more. And then my number one, if you guys have been watching my videos, this was my most recent one, I believe, and that's him. Him was really predictable. There was nothing scary about it. Um, the the thriller aspect wasn't really there either. Um, man, this was another tough watch. Didn't really care for this. I was hoping there was gonna be I was hoping there was gonna be some redeeming parts about this, but there wasn't much, at least not for me, and that's what made it probably that's what made it number one actually. It was just predictable and nothing crazy about this film, nothing fun, nothing new. It was just you know my worst. That was my worst film of 2025. Um, so that's my bottom 10. I'm gonna repeat that. So number 10, Minecraft. Number 9, Captain America: Brave New World. Number 8, Conjuring: Last Rites. Number 7, Jujutsu Kaisen. Number 6, Love Hurts. Number 5, Jurassic World. Number 4, Tron Ares. Number 3, Snow White. Number 2, Happy Gilmore 2. And number 1, Him. Uh, Now I'm gonna go on to my top 10 of 2025, and this was hard. Um, there's so many films in 2025 that were actually pretty good, and you know, and I didn't watch every film, so I know I missed some. And if I did miss any good films, make sure you comment down below because I do want to watch them. But yeah, so on on with my top 10. Number 10 is the film that started turning around this franchise, and that's Fantastic Four. So what Captain America couldn't do, Fantastic Four did it for me. This was actually a fun film. I enjoyed this. It was catching a lot of heat too because of Pedro Pascal. Like, oh, he's in everything. We're getting tired of him and all this stuff, but he did great. I liked him as Reed Richards. He was convincing as Reed Richards. The movie was fun. The whole Silver Surfer gender swap. It's in the comics, people. There is a female Silver Surfer, and yeah, it might have been short lived, but it is comic accurate. So, and this film did a really good job of giving her a backstory, and you kind of feel for her. So, this was fun. I enjoyed it. Galactus was awesome. He looked awesome. This was fun. I enjoyed this very much. I'm glad Fantastic Four was good. I wish more people saw it because it was a good film, and I'm hoping maybe more people can see it on Disney Plus. But that was Fantastic Four. Number nine is a film that you're gonna start seeing more of, I'm sure, especially two franchises coming together, and that's Predator Badlands. Obviously, if you've seen the movie, you're gonna know that they're making some Alien franchise references here. So I'm sure eventually we're gonna see Predator versus Alien again. Hopefully nothing like the cheesy 2000s one, but this was a fun film. It's really fun. I think people should have definitely checked this out. I think they did. I hope it did well in the box office. But this was great. Um, a lot of fun. I mean, action was awesome. You definitely see, or they make the predator the main character, and you follow him, and it was just great. A lot of people should have seen this movie. I don't know if it, like I said, I don't know if it did great in the box office, but I hope they make more. This was really great, and I want to see more of this. So here's to hoping a Predator Badlands sequel or whatever Predator sequel. Number eight. This was a film that was getting a lot of recognition. I'm sure it's going to get nominated a lot in the Oscars too, for some awards, obviously. But I'm sure it's going to get nominated for Best Picture, at least maybe one of them. But that's Weapons. Weapons was very cool, very fun, very different, uh, completely different from him. You see a lot of different perspectives from different characters in the story, and that's fun. It was great to see this. It was definitely something different, and everything that him couldn't execute, Weapons executed perfectly, and it was great. It was fun. It had some scary moments. This was fun film. Definitely check it out. I believe it's streaming on Max right now, so go check it out. It's fun. Number seven is the next film that really put me on there and was like, all right, this franchise is finally turning around, and it is looking good for them. And that's Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts. I had more fun with that than Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four was still fun, but Thunderbolts was so much deeper, more emotional. The action was great. The comedy was great, and it was great timing too on this. Um, Man, this film unfortunately did not do a lot in the box office, and neither did Fantastic Four. But I'm hoping it gets a lot of streams from Disney Plus. I hope it gets a good word of mouth, people watching more, and especially with Doomsday coming out late this year, maybe people will go back and watch this and see like, oh crap, how did I miss Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, because these were actually really fun films. But that's my number seven, Thunderbolts. Number six, this movie came out early in the year, early 2025, and it's a sequel. The first one was amazing, and if you haven't seen the first one, definitely check it out so you can watch the second one. And that's The Accountant 2. This is with Ben Affleck and John Bernthal. The action in this is one of the best action films I've seen. Uh, I hope, and I don't know if we will, but I hope there is an Accountant 3 because these are fun films. The action is awesome. John Bernthal is great. He's basically like another Punisher here. Ben Affleck is another Batman. Okay, he's not Batman, but um, he does great. If you've seen the first one, you'll definitely like the second one. You guys should definitely check this out. I'm not sure where it's streaming, but definitely check this out if you guys can. Look it up, but it's a great film. Number five is another film that I think is heading this franchise or this studio is going towards the right direction. This is just the first step, and it's a good first step. It's a solid one, not an amazing one, but a solid one. That's Superman. Superman was a fun, inspirational, hope filled. It was really good. I enjoyed this very much. Not as much as Man of Steel. Man of Steel is still my favorite Superman film, but this one is you know close second or third. And David Cornsweet does really well as Superman, especially when he's doing the interview. with Lois, and you he switches his voice from you can hear it from Clark Kent to Superman, and how serious he got into that Superman role, and that's just amazing, amazing acting there, and it's a fun film. Like I said, great comedy in it too. So definitely check this out. That one's definitely streaming on Max. It's a fun film, great interpretation of Superman, and I hope like I said, I hope this is getting heading towards the right direction for DC for James Gunn. Um, I'm hoping Supergirl is gonna be great, and we'll see what else comes out, Lanterns and all that. So we'll see what DC holds in the future. Um, Number four. Okay, so the last four were pretty tough to place because I enjoyed all these four films. So I well basically what how I ended up ranking them is which one I had the most fun with. Because they're all great, and they're all fun. So number four was One Battle After Another, and I know this is being nominated for best film of the year, and Leo does a great job. Benicio does a great job. Um, Tiana Taylor does a great job. Sean Penn is the one that steals it for me because I thought he was amazing in this film. But definitely check this out. This is a fun, I guess you can say, current issues, or it's a current movie, like political, I guess you can say. So it is a good movie. It's definitely nominated for best film of the year, I believe, and once you see it, you'll see why. Um, so that's my number four. Number three was something that I think when I saw it, the way it was shot, I had so much fun watching this, and especially when you're in the driver's seat, uh, the way it was shot that way, and you see the track in front of you, you see the turns and all that, and you hear the engine, you hear the shifting of the gears, and that's F1 with Brad Pitt. This movie was so much fun. It was more than what I expected. I like F1. I do watch it even if I have to get up early and watch these races. So when I heard about this movie, I was like, "Oh, I can't wait." I do like Brad Pitt too. So that's what made me attracted to this movie even more. And when I saw this, I had so much fun in this movie, and it was great. I bought this in 4K right away as soon as it was available. Um, but definitely check this out. It was so much fun, and I hope it comes out in theaters again eventually. Maybe if they make a sequel and they're like, hey, here's F1 again because it's so much fun. Here it is. But F1 is my number three. Uh, number two, number two and one were tough, sort of. Yeah. Well, number two. So number two, I think deserves to win best film of the year, and that's Sinners. Michael B. Jordan in this film, who plays two twin brothers. They're both different in a way, and he does a great job of portraying two different characters, but they're brothers and they're twins, obviously. So, but they're just they both have their own personality, obviously. But you honestly forget that this is a vampire film too, because they start up their club, and they look for artists, and all this stuff, they're marketing and all this stuff, and you're just like, oh man, like this is just a fun film in itself, seeing all this stuff. And then the vampires come in, and you're just like, oh shoot, like I forgot vampires are in this film too. And it just brings it up even more, and this is so much fun. I do believe it deserves to win best film of the year. I hope it does. Maybe Michael B. Jordan even wins best actor. He should be nominated twice for each role in Sinners, but we'll see how that goes. But number two is Sinners. Number one, man, this is definitely my favorite film. I watched this at the movies. I think I seen it like 5 times. Then I purchased it. And then I watched it like another 3 times. And that's Chainsaw Man, Ray Zayark. And if you haven't seen the anime Chainsaw Man, definitely watch this because this movie is definitely worth it. I don't think this film is or I'm sorry, I don't think it's nominated for best animated film, which really disappoints me because there's some um, animated films that are being discussed as to be nominated, and some of those movies I don't think deserve to be nominated because Chainsaw Man is better than at least two or three of those that were nominated. At least rumors that are talk for to be nominated. But this was great. I mean, it's dark when it needs to be dark, and it's funny when it needs to be funny. I'm pretty sure I said this in my review, and it's just the animation is great. The music is awesome. Um, the pool scene, man. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That pool scene hits, and it's great, man. You should definitely check this out. I know you can purchase it digitally. Otherwise, I'm sure you can stream it like on Crunchyroll. I'm not sure, but I purchased it on Amazon Prime, and I'm waiting for the Steelbook to come out so I can purchase that too. But man, that's such a good film. I might watch it after filming this. But yeah, that's my top 10. So number 10, I'm gonna go through that again. Fantastic Four. Number 9, Predator Badlands. Number 8, Weapons. Number 7, Thunderbolts. Number 6, Accountant 2. Number 5, Superman. Number 4, One Battle After Another. Number 3, F1. Number 2, Sinners. And number 1, Chainsaw Man, Res Arc. Again, you guys, I didn't watch every film in 2025. So if I missed anything, definitely comment down below. Let me know what I should watch. And then, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys. Um, I'm gonna watch more films this year in 2026, so keep a lookout for that. I appreciate it, guys. And I'll see you guys in 2026. All right. Thank you, guys. That's my top 10. Have fun. Have a good night. Go watch some movies and enjoy cinema. All right. See you guys later.